are back. Lord BAMF and
Unapologetically Dion.
louder, Dion. I gotta hear it. Say it.
Unapologetically
Dion.
Dion.
All right, I know. So we're gonna talk about something, but first we gotta do that. Take that quick moment. Everyone, grab your beer. And 3, 2, 1. All right, that was good. I know what we're going to say. We're going to say that just before anything else.
Exactly.
But we're going to go straight into what was yesterday's game, right? Who won? Who was it? Who was playing? What happened?
So, on this episode with Lord BAMF, we are covering the sports of NFL football, aka football americano.
What was it like? You remember the Body Count album, right?
Oh, yeah.
Something kids and homicide, and then, but now sports.
Right? Just random as fuck.
Yeah, we have all this crap going on in the world, but hey, right here with let's Jiggz it with Lord BAMF. Now sports.
Exactly.
Now sports with Unapologetically Dion. You got your stats, you got your scene ready right here?
Oh, yeah, we got everything here.
All right, so start us off. What happened yesterday? What was going on? Who was it?
So, in the world of football yesterday, we had two teams go ahead and play their playoff games. Starting
All right.
Starting with the Baltimore Ravens going up against the Houston Texans.
All right.
And in that game, everyone looked to see what C.J. Stroud could do. And was he the man? And they love what the Houston Texans did to the They love what the Houston Texans went ahead and did to the Cleveland Browns the week prior, making themselves known to the NFL world. But I didn't have any faith that C.J. Stroud was going to continue that run. And he ran into the buzzsaw that is the Baltimore Ravens, who have a very strong defense. Also, they have a former league MVP at quarterback by the name of Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Awesome!
That is great. I love that sound effect. So, Lamar Jackson actually had some fairly mediocre stats. 16 of 22, 152 yards, 2 TDs. He was sacked 3 times, which is extremely rare for him because he usually doesn't get sacked because he's always running all over the goddamn place. But
That's what they get paid to do.
when you look at his passing stats, 16 of 22, 452 yards and 2 touchdowns, you're like, oh, that's a pretty mediocre day. And then you look at what the hell he did running the ball. This motherfucker carried the ball for 11 times for 100 yards. Had 2 TDs on the ground. So he accounted for 4 touchdowns by himself. Unfucking believable, man. Then we got some kid named Justice Hall. He had 13 carries for 66 yards, 5.1 yards to carry. Gus Edwards, 10 carries.
Gus.
40 yards, 4 yards to carry. Leading receiver for the Baltimore Ravens, Zay Flowers, 4 catches, 41 yards. The 2 touchdowns were thrown to Isaiah Likely and Nelson Aguilar.
Listen up. We got stats for your asses out there. Come on.
Isaiah Likely, 2 catches, 34 yards, 1 touchdown on 3 targets. Aguilar, 2 catches on 4 targets for 12 yards and 1 TD. So you'll listen to those stats and you'll go, damn, they didn't do much in the game. But you know what? No one cares because all I have to do is catch a touchdown pass. I give a shit about my stats. If I'm scoring touchdowns, who gives a damn?
Right, but then you got people that look at the stats to try to bet, right?
Oh, my gosh, yeah. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of money won and a lot of money lost.
Won.
And people, if you are out there gambling, note to self, you must gamble big. Okay, these betting apps are not paying out serious. Like,
yeah, you can't go in there with $5 and.
Yeah, I looked at. So if you look at a betting app, like take for instance,
We're not gonna say a name, but just take
for instance
any betting app.
take for instance this one, that has a king in it, and basically I could put a $20 bet for the 49ers to cover.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that payout is? $9.28.
It ain't even.
I didn't even double up. These betting apps are ripping motherfuckers off. Like, you literally, like, they give you the whole same game parlay. They have a lot of advertisements. You've got Kevin Hart. You've got
Isn't one of them Jamie Foxx or is
Jamie
that a
Foxx.
different one?
Yep.
A lot
yep.
of them. A lot of. Yeah.
They literally have celebrities. They have so many people that do these things for you.
But that's because that's how you gotta. That's where you have to be to bet. You gotta have that money.
Exactly. Yeah. So you gotta have big bucks in here and people. You can't go in there betting $5. If you do, you get like $2 back. Like you're barely getting shit.
And there's probably going to be some, and I'm sure, there's someone that's going to say, well, you didn't have those $2 before.
Oh, 100% there's going to be that person out there, but they're looking at that moment instead of looking at the big picture. If I'm putting money down and I'm betting at a bare minimum, I want to double up, period. I have no reason.
You got to go in there with at least 1,000.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm going to be honest with you. Probably minimum of at least $100. That's your min. Your minimum is at least $100 to get a really serious payout for you could get, you to bet and get some real
really
cash.
be happy to oh man,
because you know what they'll do? Oh, you bet $5, we'll give you $100. Yeah. The only reason they're giving you that $100 is because they know 9 times out of 10 you're probably not gonna win on most of the bets you're placing.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it like this. We'll even switch it since we're talking about gambling. Why do you think that Vegas always has people watching? Any casino you go into in Vegas, they are watching you. And if you win, they know you won. That's when they come.
That's when they disturb your force. And
that's when the suits come along and they say, hey, can we give you a comp room? Hey, we'll give you this.
Because they don't want you to walk out with the money. They want that money back.
They want that money back. So they're going to be like, all right, hey, you can have this room for like 2 days.
Presidential suite.
Yeah, as long as you keep gambling. So I'm gonna definitely go ahead and give you everything. You're gonna get it, as they say, a la carte.
A la carte. A la carte, buddy.
Exactly.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
And if you don't pay up, you're going down the river.
Yeah, and if you don't pay up, then we gotta boom you. We gotta boom your face, and then we gotta boom your ankles.
Put some baseball bats in them kneecaps, baby.
Oh yeah, if you got nice knees, be very wary of those.
Make sure you get them lotioned up, because we're gonna beat the hell out of them. But back to the game of the game, the one that put the big old smile on unapologetically DEON. He came in rock hard and everything else, man.
I don't know about rock hard, man. I get happy, but I don't get into that. There are only certain things. So basically, the game of the weekend yesterday, we knew
today's Sunday, which was Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. So the game of the day yesterday was Saturday. We all knew exactly what was going to happen when it came to the Texans and the Ravens. And I was more confident that the 49ers would just go ahead and beat the shit out of the Packers. That was not so, people. Hats off to the Green Bay Packers. They played a hell of a fucking game.
That's good. We got to give the props and the respect.
Oh, yeah. Packers played a hell of a game. They basically pushed the 49ers to the limit. And we had some bonehead shit happen in the game on several plays. We got Ambry Thomas out there fucking up. He had 3 damn penalties. All of them were just flat out fucking stupid. We had
what?
Yeah, I mean, this dude just.
Do you remember one of them?
Oh, I remember all 3 of them.
All right, give one, the most bonehead one.
So the most boneheaded play, if anyone has ever played football or even watched football, if someone is throwing you a deep pass, that means that pass is going over 20 yards, maybe even over 40. So if you are a defensive back and you are guarding a wide receiver and there is a deep pass, the ball is going to be in the air for a pretty good period of time for you to catch up and try to intercept it. So using your own brain, what would you do? Go for the ball or worry about the receiver? I'd go for the ball. What about you, Lord BAMF?
Man, Well, you're looking at the ball, right? So you got to go for the ball. You got to put that sprint in your step, man.
Exactly.
You got to put the little wings on your ankles and go.
Instead of that, Embry decides to knock the fucking receiver down like a dipshit, and now we've got a penalty. These motherfuckers were backed up on their side of the field. Now they're magically in red zone territory, all off of his own stupidity. We got Kyle Shanahan being a dumbass right before halftime, letting the clock run all the way down. Then we put we put the opportunity for points in the hands of Jake Moody. He hooks the fucking kick. Now, mind you, it's pouring down raining. So people were slipping all over the goddamn place. I mean, like literally, I don't know how many slips and falls I saw yesterday. It was insane.
All right, that is one that's kind of difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're playing in the rain, it's really rough. And I know you can put on gloves and everything, but people, let me explain something to you. I don't care how sticky those gloves are supposed to be or however they were tested. And these gloves, you're guaranteed to catch in the rain. And
you can catch butter out there. No.
Yeah, no. If it's raining, it's wet, it's slippery. I mean, you know.
It's rain, man.
It's rain. You know, we all like wet and slippery things, but that's a story for another day.
That's a whole different show.
That's a whole different show. Yeah. Emphasis on the whole. But
boneheaded plays.
Boneheaded play. It was just stupid. He failed on that one like he failed on his other two. We had another.
So what was the come around then? Because they won, right?
The fourth quarter was the most stressful quarter I've ever had in my life. Watching that game on replay, man, it was just, oh my God, I wanted to shoot myself. But
man, that must have been stressful.
Tell you, I probably got a couple more grays than I ever anticipated. I'll say this though,
man,
that fourth quarter was stressful, but it all panned out. Christian McCaffrey comes in late with the touchdown, puts us up, and then the greatest play that we've had at Levi Stadium happened. Dun, dun, dun.
Hold on. Here we go. The greatest play
in Levi's history.
All right.
Dre Greenlaw comes up with the interception.
The interception. Yeah, there you go.
Now, mind you, when he intercepts the ball, there are only a few seconds left on the clock. He's trying to score, and we are only up 3 damn points. Everybody is screaming, get down. Don't try to run it in. Don't try to score. In the postgame presser, he blames All-Pro Fred, a.k.a. Fred Warner, number 54. And he says automatically, hey, what the heck, man? And they basically say in the interview, like, why are you telling us it's Fred's fault? So he says, hey, Fred told me I had to get a pick 6 in the game, so that's what I was trying to do. Note to self, if you are ever winning like that in a game, and you know that you are only up by 3 points, please, by all means, just sit down where you are, let the offense get the ball, kneel out the clock, run it out, and call it a day. Never push your luck, because if he would have fumbled and they would have got the ball back and then they go down and they score, now we're screwed. We could possibly go into overtime. Or if they actually score a touchdown, then we're really fucked because we lose the game.
But in the end, it all came together. And what was the score?
24-21, the 49ers win. Very close game. I'm talking about that one will tighten your sphincter.
Yeah, that was tighter than Dolphins' anus, man.
Exactly. That Dolphin would have.
What the hell?
And today.
I thought you were going to say maybe 45.
Nah, man. It was close as hell. Only 3 points. Only 3 points. You know, and we've got a lot of things to fix. 49ers run defense was trash yesterday. They need to fix that because right now we have to pay attention to the Lions and the Buccaneers because whoever wins that game is who we play in the NFC Championship.
The Buchanans.
And it's going on right now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Is that what you were watching earlier?
Yeah.
So a while ago?
Yeah, so shout out to the Lions for getting this far, man. You know, Detroit versus everybody. I'm pretty sure Eminem is watching. I'm 100% sure Big Sean is watching. You know,
Forget about watching. Who's listening here? Come on, man. Let's get some people listening to this podcast, to Deon's show podcast.
Oh yeah. The
Um,
beauty of the weekend was
yours is what? Niners?
Niner Gang Podcast, the number 9, ERGANG.
If you guys are into football sports, that's the place to be right now. And a shout out to Reggie Smith. Come on, man. You got to jump on his show. You gave him your autograph. Remember that?
I do have that
you know,
card still.
You know how to
Mr.
get a hold of
Smith.
me, Reggie. You know, I got your number, man. Hit me up. You want to be on the show? Let's talk sports here and stats
So
and all that good stuff.
If people are wondering who he is talking about, Reggie Smith was a former safety / defensive back for the San Francisco 49ers for a period of years, and I do believe he played for Detroit for a small period of time too. But Lord BAMF met him in a different way, but that's his story for him to tell.
Yeah, that's a whole other story. Let's just say we worked together, and it was fun. Anyway, moving on. So, Niners podcast, right? And then, of course, I'm going to put that out there in the comment section and the information and anything else, links, pictures, all that.
Oh, yeah. Now, here's the key, people. These next couple of weeks, there's going to be a lot of gambling going on just because they're championship
That's something
games.
we should look up right now. Like, what's the estimate?
Oh, it's going to be insane. Like the amount of gambling that's going to go on is going to be crazy, just strictly based on the fact that these are the championship games. People put a lot more money on those because you're looking for a heavier payout. As a matter of fact, let's see what we got for some betting line.
All right, so I'm going to go just football, right?
Yeah, which one are you? Okay, which one are you going to use? That's the key, because I'm going to go ahead and.
All right, it's giving me the apps. It's not giving me the information.
No, the apps are always going to be where you find the info.
Okay, so here it is. An expected total of 250 billion.
Okay.
250 billion. Now, majority of that is
billion with the B.
Yeah, majority of that is elite people with money and that are into sports. But
so
still,
let's talk about it, people. 250 billion. Now, mind you, there's going to be a good chunk of that, like Lord BAMF said, that are elite people. They're into sports. They're into betting. They're looking to gamble.
They know what's up.
They know what's up. But let me give you another caveat here. There's still a bunch of broke motherfuckers gambling too.
They got high hopes.
Betting rent, life savings, and all kinds of shit on their team. Now, I'll tell you this. If you are a Cowboys fan, don't bet on your team. You see what happened.
Uh-oh, here comes all the
The slander is coming.
Here comes all the mail, all the hate mail coming in.
Oh, it's going. It's going to flood
Peel
the
box
airwaves.
flooded with.
The Cowboys fans, I saw them on Instagram running into the stadium. The minute those doors opened, I'm talking, they were flying. You would have thought everybody there ran track. And these are people of all shapes, sizes, colors, creeds, religions, and everything, running all into the stadium to see their team do nothing but fail.
Oh, man, that's sad.
And that's horrible. Whenever you run into a stadium and you want to see your team play, no matter what sport it is, you definitely don't mean to exert all that energy to watch them fail.
Well, especially if you got like the cheap seats. I understand like if you got like the good seats and you put all that money in and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. And then see.
Now we're talking about the everyday folk.
Everyday folk.
We're not
These
talking
are
about
regular people.
we're not talking about the people with money. Obviously, if you got money, then you don't give a shit.
The elite people, unfortunately, see, they don't really get the full effect of the game. Why? Because they're in a box.
Yeah, they're like concealed.
So they're technically watching this shit on TV.
Might as well stay home and watch.
Yeah,
it.
you might as well stay home. So your Taylor Swifts for Mr. Kelsey over there in Kansas City, she's sitting up there in a box with Patrick Mahomes' wife, ugly ass.
Yeah, that's kind of lame, man.
And you
got to be down there. You got to be out there, but you can't, or you don't want to, or whatever.
Yeah. And that's the key. When you have all that money, they go up there, they get a box, they do all that. I'm telling you right now, I don't give a shit how famous I get. If I had that kind of bread, I want to be on the fucking field.
On the field.
I want to be right there where the action is.
Hell yeah.
So I'll give you
You want to hear the crunching of the helmets.
Exactly.
And all, like,
you want to feel the roar of the crowd. Like you want to be there for the up and down, the emotional roller coaster that will exist at that game.
Yeah.
I'll give you a prime example. You know who sits courtside? You know who sits close enough to the field? There's a rapper by the name of E40 Fonzarelli. Okay, if you don't know about 40, you don't know about Fashigadale, you don't know about the Bay, you're sleeping. E40, when he goes to the Niner games, he is not in a box. He is out there in the crowd with the people doing his thing. When he goes to Warriors games, he is right there on the floor. So whenever you go to a sports event, I get the boxes and all of the amenities and everything
It's
like
more
that.
of a image thing, right?
It's an image thing. It's more for rich people to do that.
I look cool up here, you know.
Yeah.
We got fucking I don't know.
If someone were to say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna give you tickets to a game,"
And you're in the
and
box.
you can get anything that you want,
Oh, anything.
but you're
huh?
gonna be in this box.
Oh, hell no.
Nah, can you get me on the field?
Yeah, on the field. Why do you want to be on the field? You're going to be in
I
this
wanna be
box.
right
You're going to have
there.
people right there wiping your ass. Come on.
Yeah, screw that shit.
No.
I can wipe my own ass and I get my own fucking
I want a
food.
football player to accidentally land on me if possible. Come on.
Hello, I'm looking to be accidentally taken out by somebody, and then somebody's like, "How'd you break your leg, man? I was
Yeah.
at the fucking game, and
You
this
didn't
dude
watch
just
that?
ran into me. You
They're
didn't
gonna
see
have
that
that.
shit,
They're gonna have that replay later on tonight at 9.
right? That's on the fucking news, bro.
Yeah.
Like that. That is the key. And in this game that's being played right now, they showed Aiden Hutchinson in the Detroit and Tampa Bay game and did a highlight reel on him. Young kid, he was drafted number 2 overall last year. He's been fantastic as a defensive end. But what I can tell you is, you know who they dressed him up as? My favorite Marvel character of all time.
That was right now?
That was Wolverine, baby.
What?
They gave him the claws and everything.
Why though? What does
Because
Wolverine have to do with that? With him?
That's his favorite character.
Oh, that's it. All right.
Mm-hmm. So they basically talked about him, gave him a little montage.
And who's this football player?
His name is Aiden Hutchinson.
Aiden Hutchinson. If you're listening, I want to test you on your knowledge of Wolverine. Let's see how far that goes, buddy.
Ooh, there you go, calling him
I'll
out.
I'll make sure I'll tackle you down with that, buddy.
Now I'll tell you this: don't try Lord BAMF when it comes to comic books. He'll destroy you. You do not want the smoke.
You should have told me, man. I would have seen that.
Yeah, Lord BAMF right here, man, is a comic book connoisseur. All right.
Yeah.
I'm talking about comic book and tequila.
Yeah, that's the best way to read it. But you know, as we were saying, the common folk, man, and in this 250 billion, take control. You know, don't. I mean, who am I to say anything, right?
Just be smart about what you put out there, man. If you really don't have the money, don't bet your life savings on something because the odds are just not necessarily in your favor. And if you lose that money, they're not going to give you anything back. Like these companies aren't coming and saying,
"No, they're not gonna."
Hey, we know you gambled off your life savings, but here's half of it back. You know,
We feel you. Here you
we
go.
feel you. It's so sorry. No, these motherfuckers gonna take your money and keep on going. They're
What
not
was
gonna
that?
stop.
You bet your whole life savings. Well,
well,
hopefully
hey.
you learn your lesson.
You're calling Gamblers Anonymous. Hey, is there any way I can get that money back? No, but we have programs to help you out with your problem.
Right.
That's
And then,
exactly what it is, man. They're
and
not
the-
looking to pay you to do shit.
And the elite out there that buy these enormous price tickets and all that. Hey, man, treat a common folk out there. You know, take them with you.
That's the key.
Make something different happen. You know.
What you have to understand is the more you give, the more you get. Your blessings will come in abundance.
Maybe your team will win by taking a couple of common folk with you, front row or whatever.
There it is. You don't know the favor that you can put on yourself by being generous. And no, I'm not saying give away all your money. Don't get me wrong. That's just dumb. I'm just saying when you share your wealth, blessings come. That's just how it works.
Greater things.
You have to understand that some people spend their lives, you know, looking at these teams and watching sports and just hoping and praying that they could get one winning season out of their team. Or
Not even that. Maybe just attend one game, you know. Maybe they've never attended a game because they don't got the bill for it or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, some people will literally watch these games week in, week out, year in, year out for everything, and they've never been to them because they can't afford it. So you're watching on TV, you're going to a friend's house, you're going to a bar, you're doing whatever you can to find a way to be able to support that team. You're buying paraphernalia. You've got jerseys. You've got, I think they've got now for football, they've got like wrestling belts.
What?
Yeah. You can go on Amazon and literally pick up every belt, every team, and you can get like a belt for them, like a WWE championship or some shit.
That's crazy. All right. But there you go. See, so once we blow up here, our podcast shows, man, we'll be taking some of the common folk with us.
And along with that, we're gonna get a belt for ourselves. God damn it!
Heck yeah,
it's gonna have Rising Saint Productions on there. We're gonna have Lord BAMF's face right there.
We're gonna have all productions, side productions,
all kinds.
Everyone we know. But who's next after this game?
So we have the Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now it's in Buffalo, and people, if you saw what happened last week, the game literally got postponed to Monday because it was snowing so fucking bad in Buffalo. You literally damn near couldn't even see the goddamn stadium. They had to call in volunteers to remove the fucking snow. And these jackasses, instead of removing the snow and putting it, getting it out, they literally were in the chute for the snow with no shirt on, sliding down the fucking chute like dumbasses. I'm like, bro, look, okay, pneumonia, hypothermia, anything
fun,
like,
but not.
Come on, man, you got to be smarter about this. Now, I know the human body can take some things, but just you don't want to test the limits when you don't have to. People, use your brain.
We are built to last, but damn, if we put in the,
Okay, that's like waking up in the morning and saying, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a tequila challenge, and I've got 8 bottles of tequila,
empty bellied and everything.
I'm not eating anything. All I'm gonna do all day is just drink tequila. You're probably not gonna make it out of that.
Good luck.
It's just not smart, So Buffalo and Kansas City.
Kansas City, there it is.
Now that's a game where you want to be in a box because it's cold as shit.
It's freezing out there.
Like Buffalo right now, I think the weather is like 2 degrees or something. Let me see what we got going on. I think the game, I think they said it's supposed to be like 27 degrees, but let's double check it.
When do the 49ers play again, or when do they move on?
Next Sunday. Yeah, next Sunday they'll be in the NFC Championship game. It is played at Levi Stadium. So if you are in Santa Clara, San Francisco, or the Bay Area in particular, you are more than welcome to go ahead and purchase tickets for the game. Remember, this is an NFC Championship game, so the prices will be run through the goddamn roof.
For real. How many of you in San Francisco live there, right? How many? I don't know. Too many. And how many of you cheer for the 49ers? How many? Everybody. Too many. Now, how about all of you go on over to Unapologetic Deon's podcast, subscribe, like, share, follow, message, tweet, all that stuff, man. Come on.
So check this out. Look at all these things. Okay, so Kansas City and Buffalo starts at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Against the spread, Chiefs 11-7, Bills 8-10 series record. The Bills lead that series 29. They're 29, 24, and 21, so they are up by 5 games. Last time they played, the Bills beat the Chiefs 20-17. That was on December 10th. But definitely remember, if you are going to that game, it's going to be cold as fuck. Please bundle up. Make sure you get yourself right. Because if you don't, you're going to be out there freezing your balls off. I don't care how much energy and adrenaline you have. For that 2 seconds you stand still, you will freeze. You'll turn into a human fucking popsicle. It is not fun. So please make sure to be safe, bundle up. Make sure you got your ski mask, whatever you got to wear.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about using that for robbing people. I'm talking about using that to make sure that your whole face doesn't freeze up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's going to be people out there with frozen eyelashes and shit. If you can, sneak a little something in there, because, the alcoholic games.
Something that'll melt it down, yeah.
Alcoholic games are ridiculous. The funniest thing I've seen is a guy literally took a blowtorch to his driveway so he didn't have to shovel the snow. Which actually made a lot of sense because the snow melted pretty quickly, and he got his driveway cleared out.
Oh,
but
all right. I thought like
it looks like fun though. It looked like fun. He was
something
out
happened. It blew up on him.
No, man, this shit was great. But hey, man, that's the show. We're covering the sports this weekend.
49ers next Sunday.
49ers in the NFC Championship game next Sunday. We'll see who they face. They are currently waiting on the winner of the Bucks and the Detroit Lions. And currently the score is 31-23. The Lions are up. It is the fourth quarter with 4 minutes and 37 seconds left.
So there you have it. That's Unapologetically Dion and Lord BAMF with Now Sports.
Exactly.
And we are
out. Yeah.